بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على رسول الله. أعزائي الطلبة والطالبات، طلاب الصف الأول الثانوي، إن شاء الله النهاردة معانا مراجعة على سؤال in the gaps اللي هو ملء الفراغات. طبعا دي معظم الأسئلة اللي وردت في الامتحانات. طبعا مراجعة سريعة على السؤال، ولكن دايما كلنا البداية مع بعض. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على رسول الله. سبحان الله وبحمده سبحان الله العظيم. ما ننساش طبعا اللي مشتركش في القناة بتاعتنا يا ريت يشترك، وكلنا يا ريت نعمل لايك وشير للفيديو عشان يوصل لكل اصحابنا والكل يستفاد. بالنسبة للسؤال fill in the gaps number 1 معانا charities do space best to help hungry people everywhere they take food and other help to the areas need it most. They depend on donations to do their job. Still hunger space continue to be a problem many years. Number 1 charities do best. ممكن أقول charities do the best to help أو to do their best. يبقى charities do their best to help hungry people everywhere. They take food and other help to the areas. طبعا المناطق which need it most. طبعا هنا which بدل عندنا فاعل يبقى which ممكن أقول which أو that. which need most أو that need most. They depend on donations to do their jobs. Still hunger will continue to be a problem for many years. يبقى number 1 عندنا their، ممكن نقول their أو the best. charities do the best بتعمل الأفضل أو do their best to. وطبعا number 2 ممكن أحط which أو that. ونمبر 3 عندنا will continue. ونمبر 4 عندنا for. نيجي عندنا لباسج نمبر 2 if you want to go swimming. طبعا do خطأ هنا أو do هنا للتأكيد. If you want to go swimming you space take the following precautions. يعني الاحتياطات لو انت رايح السباحة أو في جولة سباحة. you space take the following precautions. طبعا precautions اللي هي احتياطات. First try to avoid swimming between 10 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. These are the times when the sun is space strongest. It may also space a good idea to apply a sun protection lotion when you go out in the sun. Remember space apply it to your body except for your eyes. Number 1 if you don't want to go swimming you طبعا ممكن أقول you should أو you must. طبعا لو نصيحة قوية أقول you must take the following precautions أو you should take the following precautions. يبقى should ممكن أحط should وممكن أحط must. First try to avoid swimming between 10 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. يعني تجنب ان انت تخرج او السباحة ما بين الساعة 10 للساعة 2 ظهرا. These are the time دي الأوقات when the sun is عندنا الادجكتيف est when the sun is the strongest. It may also be a good idea. It may طبعا may عايزة مصدر الفعل. It may also be a good idea to apply sun protection lotion when you go out. يعني تحط كريم لواقي للشمس when you go out in the sun لما تكون خارج في الشمس. Remember to apply. طبعا هنا تذكر لكي تفعل. يبقى remember to apply it to your body except for your eyes. يعني التعرض للشمس ما عدا your eyes عينيك، أو تحطه ما عدا your eyes. Number 3 the number of crimes. طبعا قلنا the number of بيجي معاها is و a number. لو جالي a number of crimes أقول له are. يبقى the number of crimes is أما لو قال لي a number are. The number of crimes is increasing nowadays. يبقى the number of crimes is increasing nowadays. يعني معدل الجرائم بيتزايد هذه الأيام. This is because أو this is space serious problem that needs a radical solution. This is a serious problem. طبعا عندنا serious problem لأن problem مفرد يبقى الصفة يكون قبلها إيه أو أن. لو عندنا الاسم الموصوف مفرد فالصفة بتسبق بإيه أو أن. يبقى this is a serious problem that needs a radical solution يعني بتكون محتاجة لحل جذري. radical solution. There are different reasons for crimes. We space warn our youth against committing crimes. طبعا هنا يجب ان احنا نحذر شبابنا يبقى we should warn our youth against committing crimes. Also we have to avoid crime films. طبعا الافلام يبقى مشاهدة يبقى we should avoid أو we have to avoid watching. عارفين إن avoid بيجي وراء الفيرب فيه ing. We have to avoid watching crime films. By doing so بفعل ذلك we may be able to solve this problem. نيجي number 4. We see great wonders around us. Space progress made in our modern life is incredible. طبعا هنا the progress طبعا هي فيها تخصيص. The progress made in our modern life is incredible. One of the greatest development is the internet. طبعا هنا is one of بيجي وراها اسم جمع وفعل مفرد. One of the greatest developments وراها الاسم الجمع developments ولكن الفعل مفرد. One of the greatest developments the internet يبقى is the internet which provides us with all kinds of information we need. People are able to عندنا are و to يبقى are able to. People are able to shop and pay bills by it. Pay bills يعني يدفعوا الفواتير. Our world has space a new era. Our world has started a new era. يعني العالم بتاعنا بدأ عصر جديد. era يعني عصر. with the development هذا التطور. نيجي عندنا number 5. Some people space that sports and games are unimportant and some people space that sports and games are unimportant things, but in fact they can be space great value, especially to people work with their brains most of the day. They activate space memories and make them feel relief. Number 1. Some people think that أو believe that. طبعا think أو believe. Some people think أو believe that sports and games are unimportant things, but in fact they can be of great value. يعني لها قيمة عظيمة especially to people who work. طبعا هنا people عاقل يبقى who work with their brains most of all the day اللي بيعملوا بعقولهم. They activate memories. They activate their memories. لو جينا نشوف الأنسر مرة تانية مع بعض يبقى think أو believe وعندنا of can be of great value وطبعا people who with their memories. نيجي number 6. The car is a road vehicle used to carry passengers. Cars usually have 4 wheels and get power from engine and get their power يعني بتحصل على الطاقة بتاعتها from an engine. Millions of cars space made during the 20th century. يبقى معظم السيارات صنعت يبقى were made لأنها ماضي were made during the 20th century. Like other vehicles, cars are made in different shapes and size. يعني زي أي وسيلة أخرى السيارات اتصنعت بأشكال وأحجام مختلفة. For people different needs. طبعا for people with different needs. Some cars carry them their things. طبعا هنا their things. يبقى لو جينا نشوف الأنسر a car is a road vehicle we use it to carry passengers. Cars usually have 4 wheels and get their power from the engine. طبعا number 1 their power. Millions of cars were طبعا لأنها في الماضي اصطنعت خلاص for people who with different needs أو الناس ذوي الاحتياجات الخاصة. Some cars carry others or can carry others يعني بتحمل الآخرين. Success in life isn't so difficult. النجاح في الحياة ليس صعب. Here is space advice. طبعا here is some advice. طبعا advice بيجي معاها some. Don't postpone today's work till tomorrow. Don't postpone يعني لا تؤجل عمل اليوم إلى الغد. Don't neglect information. Don't neglect any information which you طبعا don't جملة منفية ودي uncountable يبقى المفروض نجيب معاها any أو the don't neglect the information أو any information which your teachers give you for a month or 2 months before the exam. Don't go out or play with your friends. Don't go out يعني ما تخرجش or play ولا تلعب with your friends مع أصدقائك. مرة تانية success in life isn't so difficult. Here is some advice. Don't postpone today's work till tomorrow. Don't neglect the information أو any information which your teachers give you for a month or 2 before the exam. Don't go out or play with friends. نيجي عندنا number 8 solar panel. Solar power is a technology. Solar panel is a technology that uses energy from the sun. بتستخدم الطاقة من الشمس. The sun's heat and light can be spaced into electricity. يبقى can be ايه؟ can be turned into يعني تتحول إلى can be turned into electricity. Scientists are working on يعني العلماء بيعملوا على طبعا ده present continuous يعني فيها continuous استمرارية. Scientists are working on ways to use solar power instead of petrol for vehicles. Scientists are working on ways to use solar power instead of petrol for vehicles. Solar powered vehicles have batteries which are charged by the sun's rays. The problem is that the battery can run ايه طبعا هنا can run out quickly. run out يعني بتنفذ. يبقى number 1 turn it or the problem is that batteries can run out يعني بتنفذ بسرعة. بعد كده عندنا number 9 I miss my hometown very much. It's years since I went there. يبقى since I last went there. I also miss living. I last went there. I also miss leaving our house very much. I also living at our house أو at our house لأن طبعا المنزل مكان صغير. at our house very much. Peace and quietness اللي هو السلام والهدوء have disappeared from my life since I left there. have disappeared طبعا هنا present perfect يعني مضارع تام. Peace and quietness have disappeared يعني اختفوا from my life since I left town منذ أن تركت المدينة. طبعا number 10 in the past في الماضي I always visited my grandpa who lived in the countryside. في الماضي كنت بزور my grandpa who lived in the countryside. I enjoyed the scenes of farms. ممكن أقول watching أو seeing. I enjoyed watching the scenes of farms أو I enjoyed seeing the scenes of farms. Cattle are for helping the farmers. Cattle are kept. cattle اللي هي الماشية بتربى لمساعدة الفارمرز، أو cattle are used for helping. ممكن أقول used for أو kept for. used يعني بتستخدم لمساعدة الفلاحين أو تربى لمساعدة الفلاحين. يبقى cattle are used for helping the farmers أو cattle are kept for helping the farmers. people in peace of mind. people live in peace of mind. live يعني بيعيشوا في أمان أو في سلامة العقل. people live in peace of mind. we not used to this now. we aren't used to. we aren't used to this now. يبقى مرة تانية دي معانا. in the past I always visited my grandpa who lived in the countryside. I enjoyed seeing the scenes or watching the scenes of farmers. cattle are kept or cattle are used for helping the farmers. people live in peace of mind. we aren't used to do this. نيجي عندنا number 11. Last week I had a space important meeting. I had an important meeting. Last I had an important meeting. As I was supposed to reach on time, I very quickly, but it started. As I was supposed to reach on time, I drove very quickly. drove يعني قاد بسرعة. But it started raining and I had to go slowly. طبعا كل أحداثنا الأفعال ماضي. I had to go slowly. I reached the company an hour late يعني بعد مرور ساعة. To my surprise للدهشة I found that the other employees were waiting and complaining about the meeting delay. were waiting يعني بينتظروا and complaining وبيشتكوا about the meeting delay من تأخر الاجتماع. Modern technology plays an important role or part in our life. All modern equipment such as television, computers, mobiles and all other devices are based on يعني بتعتمد على are based on technology. We can't imagine life without modern means of transport. طبعا هنا without modern means of transport. They enable us to travel. طبعا they enable us to travel long distances easily and comfortably. Modern means of communication enable us to keep in touch with the latest events at any part of the world. طبعا هنا the latest the latest events of any part of the world in time. لو جينا نبص على الجملة معانا. number 1 are based on technology. طبعا هنا without. number 3 عندنا أو letter C to enable us to. وآخر واحدة with the latest events. I have a big problem concerning school. I always work very hard at school, but I am really stressed about some exams I have next week. The first 2 exams are 3 hours long and I think they طبعا فيها future they will be very difficult. They will be very difficult. The last exam is in the subject I am not very good at. طبعا هنا ذا لأن تخصيص. The last exam is in the subject I am not very good at. I have spent a lot of time reading in the library this week, but that hasn't helped me feel better. مرة تانية. I have spent a lot of time reading in the library يعني بقرأ في المكتبة, but that hasn't helped me feel better. ولكن ده ما ساعدنيش إن أتحسن. نيجي عندنا number 17. We went to Cairo Stadium to watch a football match a week ago. While we spaced the match were طبعا هنا مفروض while we were at the match أو while we were watching the match. again while we طب مفروض ان احنا بنحط كلمة واحدة فقط, فمفروض ان هنا كلمة watching while we were watching the match. يبقى مفروض ان انا بكتب هنا watching. طبعا مفروض ان في كلمة watching عشان ما ينفعش اصلا نكتبها من غير ما يكون عندي فعل. لو جابها لي كده يبقى while we were at the match. ممكن اقول while we were at the match او while we were playing او while we were watching the match او playing the match. طبعا هنا عشان اصلا we went to the stadium to watch، احنا رايحين نشاهدوا، يبقى while we were watching the match، واحنا بنشاهد الماتش it started to rain. Space the rain. During the rain it was difficult for the players to control. طبعا هنا the rain noun و it was difficult يبقى while during the rain. طبعا during عارفين بيجي وراها الاسم. During the rain it was difficult for the players to control the ball. No sooner had the referee blown his whistle the declare the end أو he declared the end of the match. To declare طبعا هنا to declare the end of the match then the spectators left the stadium. مرة تانية الجملة دي we went to Cairo stadium to watch a football match a week ago while we were watching the match it started to rain. واحنا بنشاهد المباراة it started to rain. Despite the rain it was difficult for the players to control. طبعا هنا during لأن during بيجي وراه اسم. during the rain يعني أثناء المطر ده it was difficult for the players to control the ball. صعب على اللاعب ان هم يتحكموا في الكورة. No sooner had the referee blown his whistle to declare يعني بيعلن صفارته to declare عشان بيصفر عشان يعلن the end of the match نهاية المباراة. Then the spectators left the stadium كانوا المتفرجين غادروا الاستاد. طبعا هنا the match وعندنا هنا the whistle to declare لكي يعلن. The heart اللي هو القلب. The heart is the most vital organ in the human body. If it stops لو هو توقف death will surely follow. طبعا هنا surely يبقى future حاجة فيها probable يعني تنبؤ أو if it stops طبعا لو توقف this will surely follow الموت بالتأكيد هيتبعه. Some of the bad habits بعض الأخطاء some of the bad habits بعض العادات السيئة we get into can affect our hurts badly. smoking اللي هو التدخين for example increases the risk of having a heart attack يعني اللي هو having a heart attack يعني صدمة القلب. Many people stopped smoking. Many people who stopped smoking recently. طبعا recently من الكلمات الدالة على present perfect يبقى many people have stopped smoking recently توقفوا عن التدخين because they want to avoid heart diseases catching heart diseases أو having heart diseases. يبقى هنا catching or having. catching يعني يصابوا بأمراض قلب أو يصابوا أو يلحقهم يصابوا أو يكون عندهم أمراض قلب. Number 19. Helen Keller was born in a rural area of the USA. She could never see or hear anything because of the illness she had when she was a baby. طبعا illness اللي هو المرض the illness. When she was 7 her parents asked a nurse called Anne Civil to help their child يعني تساعد طفلتهم. Anne was very patient with Helen طبعا very patient with. Anne used touch to teach her to communicate using her hands. Helen then learned how to read by braille and even learned several things. يبقى مرة تانية طبعا هنا Helen Keller was born in a rural area of the USA. She could never see or hear anything because of the illness she had when she was a baby. When she was 7, her parents asked the nurse called Aunt Sullivan to help their child. يعني نساعد طفلتهم their child. Anne was very patient with Anne used to touch it use the touch to teach her to communicate using her hands. Helen even or then learned how to read the braille or to read by braille and even learned several things. ومن هنا وصلنا لنهاية حلقتنا. أتمنى التوفيق للجميع والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.